Hi guys, and welcome back to another Warframe video. So I just want to make a quick recommendation about something or a Warframe for the Warframe 1999 content. If you are grinding for standings right now for the Hex faction, then I highly recommend using Saku. You can get this Warframe from the Void Fissure missions, or if you have enough platinum, then simply buy it from other players. The best thing about Saku is their Grasp of Lock ability that allows you to steal weapons and use them against the enemies. Most of the missions in Warframe 1999, especially if you are farming standings, are run and gun missions. In most cases, I usually do exterminate missions while farming hex standings because it's easier to finish. With a run and gun build for Saku, it's even easier to finish each mission, allowing you to farm hex standings even faster. Now, when it comes to Saku build, make sure that you have high range. If you can put all the range mods, then it will be better because Grasp of Lock does scale better with range, and the more range you have, the better the coverage of stealing enemy weapons and increasing your DPS. And in this build, I have 234% power strength that can be boosted further by Molt Augmented. Usually in the Warframe 1999 missions, we don't usually use gaze because it's a run and gun mission, so there's no time in putting up gaze and reducing the armor or defenses of enemies. What I usually do is just increase the damage of my Saku through getting more power strength. Nourish is not for the damage, by the way, and I subsume this ability for energy efficiency. I pair this with Arcane Energize and the Xenoric for its Wellspring passive to make Saku even energy efficient for the Warframe 1999 missions. So if you are farming for standings, then I highly recommend just doing the normal bounties. The most usual pick by players is actually the last bounty because it gives the highest standings gain, and for this it's an assassination mission, which actually is also good for Saku because it's only 115 to 120 levels, so we can still do this. However, if you have an exterminate mission, then probably it's way better because the mission is much faster compared to having the assassination, which tasks you to assassinate the H09 tank, and probably it's much better than survival because survival takes a couple of minutes to finish because there's a timer, and also capture is great, but I think exterminate is better in my opinion, especially if you're running Saku. Another reason why I like Saku while playing the Warframe 1999 update is that when there's a task to destroy 75 stationary items, then their fourth ability can do that. They can destroy the items by simply casting it, and eventually that huge AoE will break those objects and you can easily finish all the side objectives without breaking a sweat. Probably it's pretty obvious why I don't recommend Steel Pot for farming hex standings because the enemies are much tougher compared to the normal variant, and it's really way faster. The only difference is that you gain 9,000 standings from the Steel Pot version, while on the normal one you only get 6,000. But in terms of rewards, as you can see it, if you right click the reward, then we got 3,300 Endo, 4,200 Endo, and Aya, all these rewards. These are from the normal levels. And let's take a look at the Steel Pot levels. It's all the same, like the rewards are the same, and only the standings are different. So I haven't done any Steel Pot levels yet because I'm only farming the hex standings. So please do confirm down below if Steel Pot acolytes do spawn in these areas. And one last tip that I can recommend to you while farming hex standings is playing the mission in public queues or with a friend because it's way faster to farm hex standings compared to doing that solo. This is just a recommendation, and all I'm saying is you try this Warframe if you have the resources, but I am not saying that this is the best Warframe that you can do to farm hex standings. Probably if you're farming with a team, then it will be much faster, but if you like playing Saku, like if you like the run and gun gameplay, then I highly suggest Saku because it's really fun also to play with. Now that's it for me, and please consider subscribing and liking the video to help us with the YouTube algorithm. I'll see you again on my next Warframe video. So goodbye for now, squad leader signing off.